Alright, welcome back. Let's go ahead and read our emails. Western Approach Resources. Our shipment of resources from the Western Approach has arrived. Paragon's Luster, 3. Deep Mushroom, 3. Our shipment of resources from the Hissing Wastes has arrived. Lazarite and Vandal Aria. Investigate Hunter Fell. A letter to Liliana with information on the Bard. I've heard only rumors, I fear, but it is said that her most intriguing aspect is her voice. It is of a unique quality, different from most Orlesian bards who are human or elven. So she's either a dwarf, or she is... I'm not even going to say it. Continue the investigation. Still have neither race nor background information on the Venatori agent and the Hunterfell. The Bells are effectively nobility in the city.
Right, Liliana?
Any information about them is protected.
Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
We have confirmed that the Telvashot, whatever else she may be, is not a mage. Whether she is or was one of Duke Tethys' lovers now appears to be in relationship with a smuggler. Telvashot cannot hide her reputation easily, no matter how protective she is. Let my ladies ask about her. Try to find out more about the Mortalitasi. I don't think it's the Mortalitasi. Is it the Mortalitasi? Hang on.
see what we have.
Okay, let's just continue with Liliana's path, because I trust her more than I trust the others at this point. Strangely enough. Okay, she and the elf are the two members of the Bells who practice magic. She has on occasion purchased exotic dragon-related ingredients from the Talvashot, although it is unclear whether the Talvashot gets them through hunting or smuggling. Information about the five bells. Hodgefell has come back negative. The Talvashot is not the bard, the elf is not the Mortalitasi, and the dwarf is not the smuggler. And an addendum, we have learned that the Ferelden is the Venatori agent, but unless we can link her to a specific background quickly, we will lose this lead. We must remove the target. Immediately to stop Duke Titus from falling prey. Have Iron Bull tell the Ben Hassarat to eliminate the smuggler. 15 hours, but it takes the least time, so probably... The target was eliminated, and as expected, all other targets went into hiding. Duke Titus did not locate our operatives during his search. Information the Duke found on the corpse revealed that the smuggler's Venatori involvement. Duke Titus has cut off trade with the Deventer Imperium and is thoroughly investigating his city. Hunterfell is no longer subject to Venatori influence. Per his request, Operative Iron Bull will receive further intelligence reports to continue his efforts. Supplies from Saharan have been dispatched. Okay. Siege of Navarra. The agent known as Argent infiltrated the Navarran royal palace and killed Jeronis, eliminating several others who she reports were clearly co-conspirators. King Marcus is reported to have awakened as if from a dream. The Inquisition is not connected to any of this, and the king is enraged to have been magically influenced in such a manner. Definitely be more wary of Venatori emissaries in the future. Argent brought back several interesting items that were in Jeronis' possession. Fair enough. Our shipment of resources from the Exalted Plains has arrived. Rudium and Drashavim. Alright, our shipment of resources from the Emerald Groves has arrived. Imperium. Okay. Our efforts have proven successful. Inquisitor, I've taken a portion for our coffers, but the remainder may be used as you require. Ambassador Montier, please convey my thanks to the Inquisitor, for the Inquisition soldiers were a great help in clearing the area for the memorial's construction, and the sight of their uniforms raised spirits immeasurably. The monument will stand forever as a testament to the strength and fortitude of the faithful. Dorian's leads were effective. The Inquisition found several locations where these Venatori can be hiding, advanced camps, perhaps unknown. If we should deal with these mages, I'm certain Dorian would be pleased. I'll mark the locations on your map should you pass by any on your travels. So that just unlocks side quests. The Inquisition is a sight to behold. The command of legions, hearts, and minds. It is worthy, your Inquisitor is worthy. And my masters are pleased. I will bring my wares, and together we will extend your reach ever further. Now you trade not just in treasures, but in will. Okay. Dear Lady Montelier, Von Dorner has become insufferably sly. Inquisition is credited with no good deed without a repulsive motive attached to it. Our presence in this part of the Free Marches is so unwelcome. I feel I have no choice but to return to the capital and tend to my own estate's affairs. Respectfully yours, Lady Buttlefort. Liliana botched that one. Strike a bargain with the merchant princes. Okay. Bundle of documents at least 50 pages thick explains the trade agreement the Inquisition has entered into with the merchant princes of Antiva. Josephine has attached a note. I am more satisfied with the agreement we reached with the merchant princes. Here's a duplicate if you wish to review it. I would put aside 3 days and 24 candles. Ambassador Montelier. Nightingale. Charming is dead. Fully armored, locked in an inner room in his home. A knife in his back. He knew someone was coming for him. Ironically, the scene was exactly the same as the one in the first Hard and Higher Town novel. Someone sent a professional after this magistrate and they had to leave a trail. Oof. That sucks. Javelin was waiting outside the captain's office when Dunn and Brinkbuff slugged out defeated. We are not getting a warrant, aren't we? He was almost relieved. No. I met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he'd walked straight into the Kirkwall barracks from somebody's potato farm, taller and broader than the other guards. Javelin slouched as if he didn't know how to fit in his own limbs. Thought he should be smaller, hunched over in his brand new too large armor. He looked like a child playing at being guard. He was too green for a murder investigation. Maybe it's for the best. Almost speaking his thoughts out loud. You're on your way out of the guard, and I'm questioning nobles in the middle of the night wasn't covered in training. I'm a city guard, and so are you. Recruit. Nobody gets away with murder while we're on duty. What do we do then? The captain wants proof. We bring her proof. Dead magistrate. Attempt to implicate Varric. Why and in what? Sin killed the magistrate. A word to the crows might tell us who it was. They watch rivals carefully.
Inquisitor.
Letters arrived at Skyhold addressed to nobody. No one saw the courier who brought it. You encroach on the domain of higher powers. You will answer to us. The letter is unsigned, except for a wax seal depicting 6 crossed swords. Okay. Well, that was bracing. A pitched battle with the evil mages disguised as kitchen servants. Fireballs flying, swords flashing. Brings back old times. I won't be eating anything coming out of those kitchens for a while, let me tell you. Wonder if they were going to poison me. Nasty little cultists. Anyway, I'm grateful for the Inquisition's help. We wouldn't have found them without you. Commander, we conducted sweeps of the Storm Coast and determined where the Darkspawn are most concentrated. Our Ferelden-board soldiers are quite eager to see them driven back. Scout Harding. Okay. I'll need larger coffers soon. You made the right decision, Josephine. A shipment of resources from the Hinterlands has arrived. Onyx and effort. Okay. Shipment of resources from the Valamar has arrived. Summerstone, Blue Veritol. Okay, so hang on. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually look up Lord Trevelyan quests Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, so I did choose the one different end when it comes to dealing with the Trevelyan family, but it was definitely not a wrong end. And what is this? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Both Tevinter and Navarra were fighting against the Venatori entrenched along the border. The battle showed no signs of abating until the Inquisition sent soldiers pulled victory out of a seemingly insurmountable defeat. Both sides have attempted to claim this portion of the land of the past, and both are attempting to do so again. The presence of our soldiers prevents them from beginning a war. We cannot allow this to happen. For the moment, each side is grateful enough to listen to our advice, and we must convince them to send their armies home. I will press both sides, call upon favors, do all this. Ambassador Montilia, I feel that the situation between Navarra and Tevinter will deteriorate and must be persuasive, decisive, and Inquisitor. Through the efforts of hundreds of negotiators, allies, and a few personal connections, Navarra and Tevinter have grudgingly issued orders for their soldiers to return to their respective cities. Their contested land has been split down the middle. We have averted a war today. I will add nothing more, for there is no higher reward to ask for. I think I have eliminated. So I'm going to go ahead and fix my clock. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get my other quests done.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Hello there. Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Take the time you need.
Everyone needs time for this transition.
Time won't help. Purpose does. And I got a load of it. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
Bring anything from
We
Haven?
left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
Everything is functional.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
How are the new facilities?
How's this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
So what do you think of Dogna?
Any thoughts about our new tenant?
You sure she doesn't own the place? Acts like it.
No offense, it needed work.
And fine work she's done to it. And for you. Don't mind me. Been a lot of change lately. Cheery as sugared flowers she is.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Actually gonna go ahead and use this too. Okay, so this is storage, yeah? Store literally everything. Except for the stuff that can easily be consumed. That's a Varic amulet of power, yeah? Okay.
You're the magical advisor.
You're him, the Inquisitor. I'm Dagna, Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
Welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harrod's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
This what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Where did you study
Where does
magic?
a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. The wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
You noticed the
You
anchor.
seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. It's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Coryphius made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
A Grey Warden
You
helped you.
mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden.
Oh, yeah.
Too. It's incredible
forgot about that.
someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
You give up your home.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home but I knew. I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
You must have learned a lot.
Years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
Warden sounds special.
Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. Saved me.
Bit of excitement for now.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me. Ready for anything, Inquisitor.
Okay, why did you agree to join us?
To join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Vale? Also dwarves? We don't dream. So when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. The rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
Let's talk about your title.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the smith caste, I know the value of mastering craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
What are your
What is
skills?
it you do exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the smith caste. So the hammer and tongue, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
Tell me about enchanting.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
You can make
You
master.
have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks.
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Check to make sure I finish.
How are you?
I want something crafted.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it? Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not normal. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure it goes just right. You'll see. Let's see together.
Okay. First things first. Let's go ahead and customize. Banners. Yikes. Okay. $12 leather. Okay. Ooh. Modifications. Okay. So that's where I can craft runes. The armor crafting is the same. Let's go ahead and get this, Well, that's out of the way. Yeah. That is the strongest staff that I currently can craft. And I need leather for it. Looks like an artifact here, so maybe. Can't go up to the room yet. Is this door able to be opened yet? Nope. This one?
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Noted partner of the Acquisition, Lady Monthelias, ensured our contacts to reply. A few titles on hand accompany this letter with the remaining en route from the libraries. Valreo, Archivist Bannon, Fate and Spirits, Mysterious. By brother Fernando Ginvinti. Jesus. He's doing research into everything that is known about the spirit world. Okay.
Inquisitor.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Wait, this is Haven. But didn't I just bury it under snow?
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Thank you.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
I wouldn't allow that.
I would never have agreed to that.
You were in no position to argue. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
You didn't.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts.
I already sealed the breach.
I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
I'm glad you stayed.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. Visiting me here, even as a mage, it should not have been so easy for you.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Whoa. Well, I mean, I guess the construction's gonna be done. Well. I mean, Dad and I can both do that, so that's interesting. Really interesting. So just the ladder. The other side would be the... I'm sorry, until I can find... another bed with naked men as reliefs. The Parval
They've
and
certainly
one
spared no expense.
That's the one I'm gonna have to use. It's been literally a day. We've already started construction. That's good.
Word is the courts in Royale are full to bursting.
Distractions everywhere. No one has time for more arguments.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you. Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt? You look dreadful.
I mean, I'm fine.
I'll be fine, don't worry.
You bear it well. Good. The troops will take their cue from your composure. Now, let's keep up appearances. You've handled this crisis competently, saving as many lives as you did. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
I couldn't save them all.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear. The men and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first, and teach them to fear us. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear.
Thank you, Vivian.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
And we'll be ready for him.
He's not gonna get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
I don't know.
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Fine day to you.
Long
Did you
day.
hear the news? We all did. Thank you.
Have you left me here?
Oh, so she's created a treasure trove of things she's stolen over the years. And that's now her room. Beautiful.
Could be better.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning? Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Welcome back.
But there is a reason why you need to...
If you think that.
talk to everyone before I go out, because this might be my last chance to trigger side quests.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Okay, we've already been through the Chargers
We'll talk later.
dialogue. Iron Bull's not here either.
Well, let me know if you find one.
That's all that came.
New
sorry.
bartender.
Tell your quartermaster boss it was a special order.
I did, I'm just saying what he said.
I know, lad.
Archery contest Saturday. All challengers welcome. Sister Liliana is the judge, except for Varric and Bianca. Okay. Harold's Rust. I like it. They named a bar after me.
Very well.
Ah.
Scout Harding,
Your Worship.
What are you doing here?
shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
Tell me about yourself.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's new?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
I have to go.
I mean, good point.
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life, pleased to serve.
I mean, I'm sorry I saved it, Segret. I didn't know you'd be that ticked. So a generalized goods thing, huh?
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Tell me of the Ben
I'd like to
Hasrath.
know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
Re-educators.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
Wow. None of them... Is it really that easy?
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. I always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
That is revolting.
Re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
None of them sound like you.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
Sounds difficult.
Can't imagine that was easy.
Nope. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Talvashar. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Even knowing what they did?
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Talvashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
You've had a hard time.
Sounds like you had a rough life under the Qun.
What, 3 meals a day and free sex whenever I need it? I came out here for the challenge, boss. Figured I'd rough it with you savages. Anyway, nice talking with you. Hey, boss.
You guys didn't show me.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise.
So I'm dressed like I was day one.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the Chant of Light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They may think less of you.
Those two soldiers might think you're an arsehole.
So?
Your attitude surprised me.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Not so standard. That'll guide the dragon right.
It's you. Your worship. I'm serving now. In a different way.
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
I didn't expect that either.
I've apparently been through a lot. Yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
I can't help if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Corypheus thing. A Magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, Seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe it or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true.